Welcome back, and that's what they've been saying tonight at Alfreton to the British super featherweight champion Najib Daho, who's been out of the ring for 6 months since unsuccessfully but bravely challenging for both the world and European titles. It's scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. He's up against the Cardiff boxer Mark Pearce.
For round 1.
So Najib Daho then back in action and coming in at 9.5. That's probably the heaviest he's weighed, I think, since back in '85 when we saw him on Fight Night when he was 9.11. He holds the super featherweight championship, which is 9.4. So Mark Pearce, who does weigh 9.4, a little bit under fire really, but a handy performer. Mark Pearce. He's actually lost more than he's won, but he's always been in with good class opposition and only been stopped once in his career. That's by Pat Daho.
Right, step back.
So last year Daho then fought for world and European titles. Already bloodied nose, Mark Pearce. First few punches exchanged after 1 minute. And Daho now waiting to sort out the eliminators to find his official contender, I think. But not the sort of fellow who likes to be out the ring too long. He's been out 6 months now. One of the veterans of the fight game there at 28 with 51 fights. Pearce bustles away well, but his record suggests that he's not the greatest of hitters. In fact, he's never scored a clean-cut KO. One of those ever-ready, willing performers. Just warming in for palming in. He was onto that, the referee coiled him.
Yeah, that was a nice left hook. Daho come back with... Daho started with nice little adventurous punches, uppercut leads and things like that. He does throw some nice work. But he's mixed in better company recently. I'm just wondering how he enjoys being back down at this level again. I was wondering if he would have the drive, but he certainly started very sharply. And he's looking as though he means business.
Well, Barry Michael and Jean-Marc Renard, you know, that's good class world opposition, isn't it? I don't mean to be too derogatory at all to Mark Pearce, because he's a good-hearted fighter. Oh, very dramatic there, wasn't it, John Coyle? So there's the career record then for Daho. There aren't many that pass that. Had his teeth and his jaw hurt when he fought the European champion Jean-Marc Renard. They had to retire in the 5th round, and he hasn't fought since. But had a great 12-rounder with Barry Michael, the IBF champion. So Colin Breen now having to really work on the nose there with Mark Pearce. Now, if you see those losses, I can only say this in all honesty, that he's always fought the top-class men, and he's only been stopped once, as I said, in those losses. It's not as bad as it looks.
Second out, round 2.
Round 2. And that's going to be a bit troublesome for Pearce. Apart from getting hit there, he must have a bit of problem breathing, I would have thought, with the bloodied nose.
Right.
Daho now trying to use his experience to sort of just see what the other fella's going to do and take his time. Got himself quite a fan club in Manchester one way or another. A bit of a character, isn't he, Naj, as they call him there.
Daho's allowing Pearce to get just a little bit too close to him. Daho's far better at long range. He should be getting his own punches off that little second quicker. But,
so there's the referee telling the timekeeper to take a bit of time out while he gives them a bit of a lecture. Quite right, of course, the referee. That was getting a bit untidy, and he wanted them to get on with some cleaner boxing. Part of the professional referee's job is to encourage a good contest rather than just show their officialdom in there all the time. Oh, good left hook there. He nearly went from that, and he certainly did from the right hand that followed it. I said he was taking his time a bit, Daho. He's very confident there. He's a league above this fellow by the look of it. Well, the timekeeper took it to 9. The referee had another look at Pearce, but I wouldn't think that this would go beyond this second round. And a towel has come in from the Welshman's corner anyway. That's not totally acceptable in British boxing, but the referee automatically waved his hands that will do. And Daho has been in some very tough contests in his career. I suppose he's entitled to one or two of the easier ones in his time, but nonetheless, Mark Pearce tried to have a go there and just got caught. He was never found wanting.
Gentlemen, please. After 2 minutes, 20 seconds of round 2, ladies and gentlemen, the referee has stopped the contest to say Pearce taking unnecessary punishment. Daho is the winner. Gentlemen, your appreciation, a very game loser indeed.
Yeah,
Mark
there it is.
Pearce.
You see, the left hook started it, Jim, and as he turned away there, he really was just going at that point. He flew in, missed with the left hand, and I think just catches him with the right. Yes, there it is there. And then he springs right into the ropes and does well, really, to get up. Jim, have another look from the other angle.
Yeah, just at a time when Pearce was beginning to rough Daho up a little bit, that single left hook just turned the whole thing round. It was a good punch. It certainly shook Pearce up, and the falling right hand was enough to finish the job.
That was a bit of a mismatch, really, tonight, wasn't it, after
Well,
what you've been boxing against recently?
Yes, it's work. I've got a fight on 10 days' time, and I'm looking forward to it because I've not been in the ring for about over 5 months, and I'm looking forward to it. And plus now I'm going for lightweight title. That's what I want to get in. And
you're going for the lightweight title?
Yes, that's what I want to get, another title.
What are you going to do about the super featherweight title?
Well, super featherweight title, anybody want to come to it, I am not fear of nobody. My manager and everybody knows his phone number. Contact to him. I am willing to defend title against anybody. I am boxing for England, and I'm willing to defend against anybody in Great Britain.
You have had a bit of a reputation recently, though, Najib, of being a bit inconsistent in whether you're going to appear in the ring or not. I mean, are those days behind you when you keep leaping off to other countries?
Well, I've been professional 11 years, and 11 years I've fought 52 professional fights. I've never done anything like that. But my leg fall off, I can't do nothing about it. Doctor says I can't box, I can't box.
What about tonight's opponent? That wasn't good enough for you, really, was it?
It was not in the standard, but I just thought he might give me a hard fight, a warm-up fight, to go 8 rounds and keep me busy. And that's why my manager says, go on there and box him 8 rounds, and just get sharp my tools. And he just walked in my left hook, which is, everybody knows I got a good left hook, and he went down. And I'm really sorry to go that way, but I can't do nothing. I'm glad I'm back in the ring.
You certainly are. Thanks a lot, Najib.
Thanks you very much, Yvonne. Thanks very much.
So Najib Daho wants to challenge for the lightweight title of Great Britain, as well as holding the super featherweight. We're going to take our second break now, but we'll be right back with more action from the bill here at Alfreton.